When you're dating a wealthy man, the stakes are higher. These men are accustomed to high standards, not just in their lifestyle, but in their relationships as well. And while they might enjoy your company, there are certain things you can say that can turn them off completely, sometimes without you even realizing it. In fact, saying the wrong thing could be the reason he never sees you as wife material. In today's video, we're going to cover 8 secret dating deal breakers. 8 things you should never say to a wealthy man if you want him to propose. These phrases might seem innocent, but they can raise red flags and send the wrong message to high-value men. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid saying to keep your connections strong and to ensure that you don't sabotage your chances for a lasting relationship. Welcome to the Trophy Wife's Guide to Life, where I teach you how to attract, secure, and thrive in relationships with high-value men. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because we have so many exciting videos coming up. Like how to turn a casual fling into a serious long-term relationship with a wealthy man and the secret ways high-value men test women before committing. Plus, if you haven't already, check out our 3-part video course on how to secure a high-value man. It's packed with actionable tips that will transform your dating life. Now, let's dive into the 8 things you should never say to a wealthy man if you want him to propose. Deal breaker number 1. Why don't you just buy me that? The first thing you should avoid saying is anything that makes you come across as materialistic or entitled. Statements like, "Why don't you just buy me that?" or "You can afford it, right?" can raise red flags for wealthy men. While they may be generous and enjoy providing for the people they care about, high-value men don't want to feel like they're being used for their money. Instead, focus on building a genuine connection and let him offer gifts or gestures of generosity on his own. High-value men are looking for women who appreciate their efforts but aren't constantly asking for handouts. Show that you value him for more than just his wealth. In a future video, we'll cover how to accept gifts from a wealthy man with grace and appreciation, so stay tuned for that. Deal breaker number 2. My ex used to... Bringing up your ex is one of the fastest ways to make a wealthy man lose interest, especially if you're comparing him to someone from your past. Statements like, "My ex used to take me here," or "My ex was really good at," can make him feel like he's competing with someone who's no longer in your life. High-value men want to know that you're focused on the present and building a future with them, not living in the past. Comparing your current partner to an ex shows insecurity and can create unnecessary tension. Instead, focus on your current relationship and the qualities that make him unique. In an upcoming video, we'll explore how to communicate past experiences without making comparisons that turn him off. So make sure you're subscribed. Deal breaker number 3. Are you sure that's a good idea? High-value men are often confident in their decision-making, especially when it comes to their careers and finances. Questioning his judgment with phrases like, "Are you sure that's a good idea?" or "I don't think that's the best choice," can come across as doubting his abilities. While it's important to offer support and express your opinions, there's a fine line between constructive input and undermining his confidence. If you have concerns, try framing them in a way that feels collaborative rather than critical. For example, "I trust your judgment. Can you explain your thought process on this?" Shows respect for his expertise while still engaging in the conversation. In one of our future videos, we'll cover how to offer advice and opinions in a way that builds trust rather than undermines it. So stay tuned. Deal breaker number 4. I can't stand your friend's family. No matter how you feel about his social circle, avoid making direct criticisms about his friends or family. Statements like, "I can't stand your friends," or "Your family drives me crazy," can create a rift in the relationship. High-value men often have strong connections with their inner circle, and showing a lack of respect for the people he cares about can be a major turn-off. Instead, approach the situation with diplomacy. If you have issues with someone in his life, try expressing your feelings without being confrontational. Focus on finding solutions rather than creating more conflict. In a future video, we'll explore how to navigate relationships with a wealthy man's social circle without stepping on toes, so make sure you're subscribed. Deal breaker number 5. You're lucky to have me. Confidence is attractive, but arrogance is a major turn-off, especially for wealthy men who are used to being around confident people. Statements like, "You're lucky to have me," can come across as self-centered and dismissive of his value. While it's great to know your worth, high-value men want partners who are humble, respectful, and appreciative of the relationship. Instead, focus on building mutual respect. Let him know that you appreciate his presence in your life while maintaining your own confidence. Balance is key here. He needs to know you value him, but without overinflating your ego. In one of our upcoming videos, we'll discuss how to build confidence without crossing into arrogance. So stay tuned. Deal breaker number 6. Why aren't you spending more time with me? High-value men are often busy with demanding careers, and while they may not always have unlimited time to dedicate to the relationship, they still value quality time. Phrases like, "Why aren't you spending more time with me?" or "You're always too busy for me," can make him feel pressured or guilty. Instead of making him feel bad for his schedule, focus on the time you do have together and make it meaningful. Express that you enjoy spending time with him, but respect his responsibilities. High-value men are drawn to women who support their goals, not those who demand more than they can realistically give. In a future video, we'll cover how to maintain a balanced relationship with a busy, successful man, so make sure you don't miss it. Deal breaker number 7. I'm not looking for anything serious right now. If your goal is to build a long-term relationship, statements like, "I'm not looking for anything serious right now," can be a major deal breaker. High-value men who are serious about marriage want to know that you're on the same page. If you're sending mixed signals about your intentions, it can cause him to lose interest or question your long-term potential. Instead, be clear about your relationship goals from the start. If you're looking for a serious commitment, don't be afraid to communicate that. High-value men appreciate women who know what they want and aren't afraid to express it. In an upcoming video, we'll talk about how to communicate your relationship goals without scaring him away, so stay tuned. Deal breaker number 8. We need to talk. The phrase, "we need to talk," is often a relationship killer. Wealthy men, like most people, associate it with negative or heavy conversations. It puts him on the defensive before the conversation even begins. Instead of using this loaded phrase, approach serious discussions with a more open and positive tone. Start with, "I'd love to get your thoughts on something," or "Can we talk about something that's been on my mind?" By setting a calm, open tone, you create space for productive conversations without making him feel like he's being attacked or criticized. In one of our future videos, we'll explore how to handle difficult conversations with high-value men in a way that strengthens the relationship, so be sure to subscribe. Now that you know the 8 things you should never say to a wealthy man, it's time to put these tips into practice. Remember, it's not just about avoiding the wrong words, it's about fostering a connection based on respect, trust, and mutual understanding. By being mindful of how you communicate, you'll build a stronger, more lasting relationship with a high-value man. If you found this video helpful, be sure to check out our 3-part video course on how to secure a high-value man. It's filled with tips that will help you build the kind of relationship you deserve. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, because we have even more exciting content coming up, like how to inspire a wealthy man to commit for the long term and the secret traits high-value men are looking for in a wife. Stick around. Your journey to mastering high-value relationships is just getting started. I'll see you in the next video.